could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Well, this is part 2 of the PvP teams video. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you go check it out before you start this one. Because again, in part 1, what did we cover? Quick recap: tanks, vanguards, and assassin. And today we're going to continue our conversation about the hunters, energy, and summoner team. But before all of that, what's up guys? Master Styles here, welcome you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Revolution. And as I mentioned, we're continuing our conversation about the PvP teams. I know this is a question that's been asked at some point throughout my videos, and we're going to continue with the hunter team. So when it comes to the hunter team, it's one of those teams that either you build them or you don't, right? Because again, they're like the other side of the coin of energy, because a lot of the supports and maybe potentially the heroes themselves work on both teams. So this one here is the hunter team, right? Again, you could go as far as to remove her and put what's his name in there, Vaz. If we really want to go that far, we'll put Vaz in there. You get your gears, my guy, and get it together. Get your life together, and take her out, and then put in the support hero here, which she works with both hunters and energy, and so does Miranda. Of course, Miranda's gonna be on this team because she is the 6th hero. When it comes to PvP, you want to run 6 heroes, so no way really around removing Miranda. When it comes to Artemis, it's the other SP, and so is Loris. Loris in PvP could be decent at times, and we already know about Alistar. He's pretty good. Vaz is decent too, but again, when it comes to this team here, they could get it done, right? They could beat some of the teams out there, but for the one that I'm going to run, I'm actually going to use this one. We'll use this one because, again, I want to focus primarily on the team. I know with Sekai, the team is way more OP, but again, I like running it that way. So for the supports, let's take these ones out. I love to run the Emma and Arcadia combination. Pretty good. Love that combo there. And of course, I will put in Rez. Rez is kind of a counter to, energy down a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too crazy, but it definitely helps. Of course, I can put Vaz in there because my Vaz is Super Breakthrough 5, which would help out a lot. So, again, we're just going to take them against, 2 teams, right? I think that's what I did in the other videos, and see what they can do. Of course, they should be good against tanks, but, sometimes they end up struggling against the tanks because of the HP steal from Kara. But the way to beat Kara buying is actually, out DPS his HP steal or stun him. If you can stun him, you're going to be in trouble. So let's just see how they do here. This is without, what is her name? Sekai. So here they get distracted. But again, the other thing that we have running is fear. I don't know how we're getting feared ourselves. Maybe he's running something over there that's causing us to get fear. But he is using Wamigan, right? So again, I don't understand what is the intent behind Wamigan. But as you can see, we're split away from each other, which is not good. And we're also away from Miranda. I like when we're all together next to Miranda because it also helps out with let's get this out of the way because damage doesn't really matter, to get us to be immune to the knockdowns. So as you can see, it's a lot of everything's all over the place. Stay close to Miranda and stay close to Alistar. Is it that hard? Right? But as you can see, the tanks themselves, they're confused because again, the fear, and of course we want to see the damage here. And it's Alistar that's doing all of the damage, interestingly enough. And this is why I said that with him, he has moments where he does a lot of damage. And Artemis helps out in her way, because what she does is she reduces your max HP. So slowly but surely we'll end up beating these tanks here, because why? Their max HP is reduced. But as you can see, tanks couldn't really get in close. Can't get in close, it can't do nothing. So let's try against some vanguards and see how they do, because again, when they do damage to the vanguards, they themselves heal. So I want to see how they are against vanguards. They're supposed to be tanks, we already know that. Let's see how they do against vanguards. New guy, Awaken 7 Becky, I think Awaken 10 Barag, and Awaken 10 Ares. Ares is annoying because he's gonna disrupt all that we got going on. So let's just see how we do here. No guarantee that we'll even win this, but again, beautiful start. And this is why I love the Emma. Oh, new guy's already dead. The Emma and Arcadia combo in the beginning, because Emma does some beautiful damage and also knock them back. But here we almost took out Barag. He's close. We lost Miranda already, and we also lost our support. And I think Boz is dead. And who are we facing now? Becky. Becky gets cooked, gets packed up. Hunters, they can do it, but it takes a lot of investment. Max Star Artemis, A10, Max Star Loris, right? Awaken 7 Vaz. Like, come on now. Like, that's a lot of investment. And to think about it, my Hunter team isn't that great. It's not. It's really not. Like, look at my prototypes here. I don't really have nothing crazy going on in terms of the middle slot, but these are the prototypes you want to run. But the Hunters, they actually have a decent amount of options here, but this is energy actually. This one's Hunter, right? Yeah, Hunter. And I think there is this one, but like, come on now. And I think this one too, right? Hunters and Assassins. Yeah, come on. And not really using basic attacks. So actually, that's not bad, because you do get some attack speed. Okay. Assassins, Vanguards. Which Vanguard? Oh, the new one uses attack speed. Hunters. Yeah, they have a lot of options. I wish they had more options for the melee based heroes, just as much as they have range. We're gonna get cooked here, but it's great to see, right? We're gonna face Alistar, and once they get going, it's just annoying. Seikai is just gonna cook us. We can't really do anything about it. But I have to show the other team, right? I'm gonna show you the other team in a second here. What happens when you put Seikai on this team and you change some stuff around, right? This was the team I was using in, what do you want to call that? Is it Exotic No, it's not Exotic Expedition. It's the other one. Everybody's favorite game mode, Interstellar. There it is. I had to say that phrase so I can lock it into my mind, right? By saying that, and it ultimately became your favorite game mode, right? So we'll switch over to the energy stuff just for her, right? And let's just see how we do here, right? We should have used Ravenna just to increase the damage. Let's see how much different this fight is when we go with what they're gonna get their Seikai off, which is bad for us. We already lost Miranda. Yeah, unfortunate there. It's still tough. It's still tough to kill. Their Seikai, and we still have Loris and our Seikai. It's a lot. Oh, what? No way, Loris. Oh, Loris is still alive. Yep. Versus what is happening here? Yeah. So you see that by the way, that energy team there is very difficult to beat. Let me show you something. Look at this. look at that. Whoo, man, that's crazy, right? And of course he has reduction to what? Is that range? Yeah, reducing range damage by almost, what is that? 94%. My math is right. And of course, also damage reduction. So again, and I'm pretty sure Skino's like either 5 or Ravenna's 7, and what's her name there? No, in terms of SB levels, I was looking at the support, and this is probably very high, 60% for Terran, right? So again, heavily invested energy team, and we got it done. We beat that team. So let's actually move on to energy. Since we're already talking about it, we'll take a look at the energy team. Pretty much the same one here. Yeah, so when it comes to the energy team, similar to the one we just faced, and put in, I think, I don't know what he had up front, but at the same time, Star makes the energy team. Of course, like I mentioned, the two supports, they work tandemly with the energy and hunter team. So putting Nord, putting Kara, right, with Sekai. Yes, we had to sit Akai. Akai can actually fit on your summoner team, which we'll talk more about that in a second. But this is primarily energy team here, and again, I'm running the same Emma and Arcadia combo, and I want to take out Skino here because it's not really helping. He's not at the level that I would want. So do I go with Rez or do I go with this? Actually, I'll go with the increase in them. I just like the Rez because my Rez is super breakthrough 9, I think, around there. I think so. 9. He's almost at the, no. Yeah, he is, because I'm looking at Barag. Barag is 8. Okay, so let's take them into battle here. Gets summoner team. Decent amount of red, not decent, great amount of red gems there, of course, and energy reduction and more red gems, right? For me, I'll really only have one of the platinums, right? I would love to have more platinums, but again, it's going to take a lot of work to get to more platinums. Same team, pretty much. Nord with Kara plus Sekai, Alistar, of course. So basically 3 supports, if you look at it that way, and occasional damage dealing. But the summoners with Cena could be annoying, because Cena actually opens that circle in the middle, and we could lose this fight. Yeah, see, we lost Nord already, and it's not looking too good, right? But Sekai just cooks. Sekai does cook, and Alistar is not helping at all. Yeah, but he's over there somehow, and we're going against Dodgy, but I think we should be good here. As long as we can keep cooking those foxes, we should be okay. Dodgy got one more life left, I'm assuming, and she is still there. But again, as you can see, the other units, they died. Dodgy gonna come back to life. I could tell once the field goes away, then we know that she's dead for good, right? Yeah, she's dead for good now. Yeah, and that's the end of that. No, energy is pretty good. When it comes to the teams, I would argue that maybe energy is number 1, right? But again, of course, somebody's gonna say, summoner. Yes, summoners are gonna go back to the top, right? Once they go through their cycle, chances are they'll go back to the top. But it's just Sekai. Like, what do you do about that, right? We'll face the top Vanguard team, right? Yeah, that was summoners. This is the top Vanguard team that I have. As you can see, the damage increase and the energy down with the damage reduction, with the HP and all of that, right? This is a high level Vanguard team here. I don't know if we can beat this. I don't think so. That Becky is Awakened 7. I know that because I've fought Vanguard team before. Actually, since we don't need the protection from Miranda because they're not tanks, right? We'll put her up front. That's the problem I run into, because I wish the new support hero was actually the 6 hero, and then we could sit Miranda or something along the lines of that. So we're just gonna render whatever he got going on useless, and we get pushed back, which is okay. And then we lost Miranda, which is expected. I wasn't expecting her to be alive, but as you can see, per Vanguard, what is their biggest problem? They can't get in close. If they can't get in close, they get cooked. The rest of their units are dead back there, and then it's just keep away. and we stun lock. What's this guy's name? I'm literally blanking on his name. What is this guy's name? Heimdall. Yeah, we stun lock him, and eventually we'll kill him. Right? Yeah. Because yes, he's healing through all of this, which is impressive, right? He has an impressive amount of healing going on. Look at all of that green. But we already killed him again. I think he has one more, and then that's it. Energy, right? Energy. It's not even fair at this point. This is what the other teams are missing. They don't have that synergy. They don't work well together, right? Vanguards are just all over the place. They're all for themselves. Assassins, we're not even going to talk about them. Hunters have that synergy too, but at the same time, the energy team, they just mesh well together. And of course, they're plugins and plug outs, right? You can put in over the support, Akai over the support, but the support, the energy support, I might make another video about her because she's pretty good, right? So let's hop over to the summoner team. Okay, so when it comes to the summoners, this is most likely going to change, right? As of recording, there isn't a new summoner in the game. I might want to wait on this one. The reason why I want to wait on this one is because the fact that there's going to be a new summoner, which is going to change a lot per se, and there's also going to be an awakening. So I'm gonna have to wait. And who could they potentially awaken? They have Jaxity. They also have Trojan, Little Wool, Cena. It could be Trojan, right? It should be annoying for an awakening, right? They're not gonna awaken this Skur and Hattie. They're just not. Oh, Hyper Evolve. Yeah, sure. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, you can have that. Even with that, but I think I'll hold off on the summoner for right now, and we'll have a quick talk before I get on out of here. When it comes to the tier list, I thought that they were going to do the SP hero this week, which they didn't, which is going to be weird because I hope they're not waiting for the 3-year anniversary to release the new SP, or maybe they'll just skip Vanguards altogether and just go to summoners. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. But for the tier list, I think I would have to update the spreadsheet. Yeah, give me some time, of course. But we'll hold off on the summoner one. I know I mentioned it in the beginning, but I figured the new summoner is gonna come out. Then we'll make a video around that per se. Because if I make it now and I make the suggestion, the new summoner is dropping next week, and again, having to include them in this summoner team. So we'll at least take a look at the summoner team. As of right now, right, this is primarily how the summoner team looks. We'll get an idea of it. This is how it looks. The other way you can go is to put her up front and then put, because he's free. If you're running your energy team without him, you can put him here. So then again, they do AoE damage anyways, and it's only going to help out the summoner team because of what he brings to the table. This is Akai, of course, but again, this here is ideal. You kind of want to, I'm saying it now, I read Trojan. I think you want to get Trojan up to SP9, which is nuts, right? Because at the end, you get that 5% for every 5% damage increase for every time they come, the mechanical whatever dinosaur comes out, and you get what's that, 4 times you get 20% increase to your summons damage. Think about the foxes doing 20% more damage, Amat's crocodile doing 20% more damage. But again, there's a summoner team here. We'll wait until the new summoner drop, and chances are we could just remove Akai and the new summoner will fit right in. So again, not bad here. It's just a matter of the fact that I figured the new hero is going to come, and we're going to have to wait for that one. We'll cover it maybe in the first look video, and then we'll put that all together. So if you made it this far, I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. But before all of that, the word of the day is actually energy. Because energy is putting in work. They are. But again, If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button for updates, guys, walkthroughs, tier lists, first looks, all kind of fun videos. And for those that are rocking with me, let me know how you feel about the video. Of course, all feedback is more than welcome. Yes, I know I said summoners in the beginning, but I figured the new hero's coming, so we'll wait till the next one. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.